Good afternoon, and welcome to the Honolulu Liquor Commission. Please silence your cell phones. If you're appearing today, please introduce yourself and your client. And if you're here to testify on any agenda matter, please come forward, be sworn in by Ms. Harai, and introduce yourself, and also spell your names for our commission's reporter. So with that being said, Commissioners, I see we have some minutes for consideration.
Yes, Chair. Motion to approve the regular and executive session minutes of the 26th, the 7th, and the 8th meetings as previously circulated.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. The regular and executive session minutes of the 26th, 7th, and 8th meetings are approved. Moving into the public hearing, calling agenda item number 1, transfer application number 19-16392 from E&J Venture Corporation.
Good afternoon, Chairman and the members of the Commission. My name is David Suh, counsel appearing on behalf of applicant E&J Venture Corporation, and Chong Ye Lee to my right, the owner and principal of the applicant.
Have you had an opportunity to read the investigator's report?
Yes, I have, and I need to update the Commission about the status of the premises where the license is located. Unfortunately, the lease expired without being renewed as of September 30, 2019, because the whole block is going to be redeveloped. So I understand, technically speaking, the current license is subject to cancellation at this point. But if the Commission is inclined to disapprove the approval request, the transfer request, I would like the record reflect that it is because of the lapse of the lease, rather than other causes or issues. But my preference would be that the Commission approve the transfer, and back to back we will submit the license back to the Commission for the cancellation.
Okay, very good, thank you. Ms. Harai.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters of support, as stated by counsel and reflected in your supplemental investigative report. We are unable to state that the applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application due to the lease issue. And for the record, a summary of the August 15th preliminary hearing testimony was provided to Commissioner Ganaban prior to the public hearing.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to testify for or against this application? Seeing none. Commissioners, do we have any questions, or would you consider going into executive session to discuss this issue?
Motion to convene into executive session. Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. We are now in executive session. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. We are now back on the record. Commissioners, do you have any questions for the applicant?
Yes. Mr. Su,
Yes.
would you like to continue the matter?
I would
What
consider
date?
it, yes. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Will 2 weeks be enough to resolve your issues?
Yes, it would.
Okay, all right. Commissioners?
Public hearing kept open.
Public hearing kept open, of course.
Motion to continue agenda item number 1, transfer application number 19-16392 to 2 weeks. Public hearing kept open. Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 1, transfer application number 19-16392 is continued for 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Calling agenda item number 2, transfer application number 19-16532 from Pacific Gray Inc., DBA Sunny Smart. This will.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I'm Min Young on behalf of Pacific Gray Inc. On my right is Sharon Gray, President.
Thank you. Ms. Harai.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters in support. Applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to testify for or against this application? Seeing none, Commissioners?
Okay, motion to approve transfer application number 19-16532.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 2, transfer application number 19-16532 is approved.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 3, transfer application number 19-16592 from Three Brothers Market Corporation. Mr. Luke.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission. To my right, Mr. Moore, Hanent. He is present with Counsel Wayne Luke. We have no changes to the investigators report.
Thank you. Ms. Harai.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters in support. Applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to testify for or against this application, Mr. Fortani?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Commissioner, members of the commission.
Could I, I'm sorry, could
Yes,
I
sir.
swear you in?
Thank you.
Do you swear that the testimony you give at today's hearing will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Mr. Commissioner, Mr. Chairman, my name is Miles Furutani. I'm the attorney for the landlord. The landlord is Whitmore Supermarket Lid. To my right is Leighton Hara, who is also an attorney retained by the landlord to represent them in connection with, among other things, the matters related and present before the commission today. I apologize, first of all, that we did not submit anything in writing. And that was due to the fact that we did not receive notification of this hearing. And the only reason we know about it is through our own real estate agent at the property, who somehow got a copy of a letter that is addressed to Mr. Wayne Luke from the commission, signed for and on behalf of Mr. Franklin Pacaro Jr., which notified us of this date. So that is why we are here today, representing the landlord's interest to voice our objection to the proposed liquor license transfer on several grounds. First of all, and I'll try and make this very short, the proposed transferee is a company by the name of Three Brothers Market Corporation. And as far as we know, Three Market Brothers Corporation, while incorporated in the state of Hawaii, may not be a valid corporation because the local agent that is required in order to get your approved corporate status requires that agent to be local, be a resident of the state of Hawaii, as you are well aware. The person that is named as the agent is a person by the name of Danny, D-A-N-I, Curry, K-H-O-U-R-I. In trying to do some research on this individual, we found that Mr. Corey is a resident of the state of California. He actually prepares tax returns and did in fact prepare Mr. Ali's tax returns for the years 2016 through 2018. I don't know how he can represent that he lives on our property, 1203 Whitmore Avenue, when we're the landlord and we can tell you and represent to you that he
Okay,
does
so
not live.
in the interest of time, Mr. Fortani,
Yes.
I don't think that's an issue for the commission. If you can properly represent to this commission that the owner of the property will not allow them to have their liquor license on their property.
At the present time, we have not even considered it.
You have not even considered.
We have, no request has been made to us to enter into a new lease or assign a new lease, or anything of that nature.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
we've reviewed the investigation report, which was back in April sometime, and that was several months ago.
Correct.
And nothing has happened insofar as the landlord is concerned, insofar as considering terms of a new lease and assignment of the existing lease. We have not agreed to it, and we have not done anything with regard to any of that.
We'll take that. Thank you. In all fairness, Mr.
Yeah,
Luke.
see, basically, in a transfer application such as this, no notice, the only notice that is giving on this hearing is from the staff. Okay?
Correct.
The applicant is not
No, no, I want you
obligated.
to, Mr. Luke, I would like you to address the fact that the landowner's representative has denied your,
Is he putting a denial on the record?
Well, you would need an executed assignment of
Yes.
lease prior to the issuance of the liquor license, and it seems like you folks have not started that way yet. So we would maybe entertain a continuance
No,
at this
no.
time.
This hearing today is purely whether this person is fit and proper, okay? After this hearing, the liquor commission, if we want you to grant his, will approve him, but they will set conditions which we must comply with. I mean, this is a normal procedure.
okay.
And in the conditions, the first one is we have to
Okay,
show.
Mr. Luke.
No, wait, let me finish. An assignment of lease from the landlord. I mean,
Okay.
this doesn't conclude today's hearing.
This is, Mr. Luke, excuse me, all right? This is gonna go nowhere. I'm hearing from the landowner's attorney representing that he will not sign a lease. Is that correct, sir? Would you state that for
Yes,
the record?
at the
please?
present time, without the information that is required or necessary for us to consider it, we will not approve.
Okay, can I have a motion, commissioners?
Motion to convene into executive session.
Okay, may I finish?
No, Mr. Luke.
Second. Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. We are now in executive session. Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, thank you. We are now back on the record. Mr. Luke, listen carefully to the commission.
What's that? Yeah,
Listen
okay.
carefully to the commission,
Sure.
in all fairness. Okay, thank you. Commissioners, you have a type of action?
Yes, so Mr. Luke, will it be your desire to continue?
Yes, we have. We will.
Okay, and how much time would you need?
Well, it's
How
not
about
up to
90
me.
days? 90 days is fine. How about 90 days?
No, but January, so 1 month. 1 month will be fine.
1 month is gonna
Yeah.
be enough time to negotiate.
Yeah. Well, it's not my obligation now.
Okay, so 1 month is fine. All right.
1 month.
Motion to continue transfer application number 19-16592 for 1 month.
Second.
Public kept open.
Public
Public
hearing
kept open.
Yes.
Sorry.
Thank you,
Yes,
Ms. Farai.
thank you.
Second the motion.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 3, transfer application number 19-16592 is continued for 1 month. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming.
Thank you.
Good luck, gentlemen.
May I ask a clarification, Mr. Chair? We have no documents. Are we entitled to receive documents from the applicant?
You can speak with applicant's counsel about that.
And if we are unable to reach an agreement within this 1 month period,
So Mr. Luke will come back in 1 month,
Sure.
and if you are not able to work out your differences between the two parties, then this commission will deny his
Sure.
application.
We cannot get an assignment on the lease.
Mr.
It's
Luke,
over.
Mr. Luke,
Thank
please.
you.
thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. And just for your information, sir, the public notice is published 1 week in advance in the Star Advertiser. Yeah.
I apologize.
No, just, I'm sure you have a clerk that can follow up on that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Okay, calling agenda item number 4, application number 19-16166 from 17A Productions LLC, DBA Skull and Crown Trading Company. Ms. Oceana.
Good afternoon, members of the commission, Mr. Chair. Mia Opsiana on behalf of the applicant. Seated to my right is Angelina Khan, K-H-A-N. She's a member of the applicant. We have no changes to the investigation.
Thank you very much. Ms. Farai.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters in support. Applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application. And for the record, a summary of the August 15th preliminary hearing testimony was provided to Commissioner Gannabon prior to the public hearing.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to testify for or against this application? Seeing none, Commissioners?
Motion to approve application number 19-16166.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. agenda item number 4, application number 19-16166 is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Calling agenda item number 5, application number 19-16222 from Safeway Inc. Good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon, members of the commission. Chelsea Madra appearing on behalf of the licensee. To my right is Cheryl Jones, the Assistant Sales Manager. We have no changes to the report, and we'd like to note that there have been no reported protests.
Thank you very much. Ms. Harai.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters in support. Applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application. And for the record, a summary of the August 15th preliminary hearing testimony was provided to Commissioner Ganaban prior to the public hearing.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to testify for or against this application? Seeing none, Commissioner?
Motion to approve application number 19-16222.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 5, application number 19-16222 is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Calling agenda item number 6, application number 19-16341 from Guava Smoke LLC. Good afternoon.
Hello, Commission.
Guava Smoke.
Hi, my name is Scott Shibuya, that's SCOTTSHIBUYA, and we have no changes to the report.
Thank you very much. Ms. Harai.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters in support. Applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application. For the record, a summary of the August 8th preliminary hearing testimony was provided to Commissioner Ganaban prior to the public hearing.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to testify for or against this application? Seeing none, Commissioners?
Okay, motion to approve application number 19-16341.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 6, application number 19-16341 is approved.
Thank you.
Mahalo.
Smell it from here, brother. Calling agenda item number 7, application number 19-16650 from MIBB LLC, DBA Moana Island Bistro and Bar. Mr. Lee.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, Terry Lee on behalf of the applicant. To my right is Micah Kalanui, General Manager of the establishment.
Thank you very much. Ms. Harai.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters in support. Applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application. And for the record, a summary of the August 8th preliminary hearing testimony was provided to Commissioner Ganaban prior to the public hearing.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to testify for or against this application? Seeing none, Commissioner?
Okay, motion to approve application number 19-16650.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 7, application number 19-16650 is approved. Good
Thank you
luck,
very much.
gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Calling agenda item number 8, application number 20-20020 from Duckwin Inc.
Good afternoon, members of the Commissioner Greg Nishioka, appearing on behalf of the applicant. To my right is Ian Wynn. I've given the hearing to the reporter the spelling of his name prior to today's hearing.
Thank you. Ms. Harai.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters in support. Applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application. And for the record, a summary of the August 8th preliminary hearing testimony was provided to Commissioner Ganaban prior to the public hearing.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to testify for or against this application? Seeing none, Commissioners?
Okay, motion to approve application number 20-20020.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 8, application number 20-20020 is approved.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nishioka. Okay, moving into the license applications, special license applications. Agenda item number 9, applications number 20-20157-1 through 20-20157-12 inclusive. IREM DBA Holiday Bar. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon. My name is Jason Wong. I'm an agent of IREM.
My name is Ping Guang Chen, authorized agent.
Thank you very much. Commissioners?
Yes, I have questions regarding this application.
Vice Chair Donovan.
Thank you. You indicated that your hours are set from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Yes.
And you're located in the Ala Moana Shopping Center.
Yes, sir.
What, given the recent events that has happened at Ala Moana Shopping Center with regards to liquor and establishments being open as late as it is, what security requirements do you have? Like, do you guys, is the mall gonna have security open?
So they're not particularly going to be issuing additional security to us, so we need to go on our own and have our own security for our bar in general. They will have their standard security that's patrolling the area. Are you talking about like the shooting and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, my particular interest and concern is specifically that the other businesses and bar owners there are not open till 2. There's only one exception to that rule, and there's one other business that is. And that is, and I'm not gonna mention the business, but I'm thinking that that type of hours and you guys being open as late or requesting to be 2 a.m. is a concern that I have as far as the Ala Moana area and with recent events, being that there is no security in the mall.
In addition to the security that we're going to be providing, though, we are watching out. Our staff is trained for over-service and things of that nature, so I don't think we'll be serving people to that overage limit where they're past the point of belligerent already. So, as for additional security, it's just the standard security that we're going to be providing for our own establishment.
And minors are allowed as patrons as well.
They are allowed. They're banded differently. Their IDs are being checked. Everyone's ID is checked at the beginning and at the cashier, and by servers again once they order drinks at the tables.
You anticipate minors being there as late as 2 o'clock in the morning as well?
I sure hope not.
Let me ask you this, one more question. Are you open to revising your hours?
Yes, we are.
Because right now you have it as Monday through Sunday, 11 to 2.
So technically, the way we're operating, we're not looking to keep open to 2 every night.
But you have 2 o'clock on your application.
We have it.
It's mostly for weeknights. We usually close around 12, but the hours is to allow the staff to clean up and
so we will
prepare for the next day.
So if we limit your hours, then you would then close earlier and you guys was last call, right? Because within the vicinity there, I'm seeing a trend for only Friday and Saturdays being open till 2 o'clock in the morning, right? So you feel that there's a need to be open till 2 o'clock in the morning on a regular Monday through Thursday issue?
No, I think we can go with closing earlier at 12 o'clock.
So what would you suggest? Closing
Closing time?
Closing Sunday through Thursday, is that correct?
I think 12 o'clock would be fair, and having our last calls for alcohol being a little bit earlier, like 11:30.
I have one more concern too. On your Exhibit C on your supplemental information, you did not meet the food requirement the last time you guys did this, right?
Yes, so that's why we are applying as a special license this time. I think prior we had done a catering license, but
You guys will have
learned.
food, but right? Will you guys
Small
have food?
booths, yeah, not exorbitant or anything, just ready to eat kind of foods.
And when you say that the minors will be banded differently,
Yes.
what do you mean by that?
Different color bands, just to indicate minor and over 21.
Okay, and these bands, so everyone's gonna be ID checked and banded at the door?
At the door or at the cashier.
Which one?
Cashier.
Okay, so if
They're
the
also-
minors come in and they don't buy anything, are they gonna be banded?
Yes.
How?
With banded. Because there's one entrance line that's coming in through our doors that have to be filtered in through the cashier.
okay, so everyone has to pay to get in.
No, there's no payment, but there's a line that's built to be allowed in.
Okay, I'm confused. You said either at the door or at the cashier, then you said at the cashier. And so I'm wanting to make sure that any minor that enters your establishment will be clearly identifiable by your staff.
I see. Okay.
So whatever you need to do to make sure that that happens, you need to make sure that that happens, because allowing minors, especially with these types of hours, into a licensed establishment, you know, and I don't know what kind of holiday theme you're gonna have, but sometimes the lighting can be different. There can be different displays where people can hide and pass drinks. These are all a big concern for public safety.
Okay.
So work it out on how you guys are going to make sure that your staff can easily identify who is 21 and over and who is not, so that there's no confusion as to service and that they can identify if someone is passing to a drink to a minor.
Okay, I understand.
Let me ask you another question. Predominantly, we know what type of age demographic this will be attracting, which includes the 18 and the 19-year-olds. What would they be doing there if there's no food or?
A lot of things are due to social media now. We do offer non-alcoholic drinks that are just kind of for the social media pictures that are non-alcoholic. But I mean, it's a lot of the youngest or their families come in to take pictures.
Okay.
It's designed and decorated to be thematic.
And you have a restroom within the establishment?
Yes, we do.
Is the restroom, are you gonna allow beverages to be going into the restroom?
No.
Okay, are you gonna have staff there to monitor to make sure beverages don't go into the restroom?
Yes, we have floor staff.
Yep. Motion to convene into executive session.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. We are now in executive session. Okay, thank you. We are now back on the official record. Commissioners, do you have any further questions or type of action?
Yes, Chair. Motion to approve application number 20-20157-12 with the following condition. Hours are limited from Sunday through Thursday, closing at 12 o'clock, with the exception of January 1st. You're able to stay open till 2 a.m.
Thank you.
Okay, second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 9, applications number 20-20157-1 through 20-20157-12 inclusive is approved with the conditions stated in Vice Chair Gannabon's motion.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you, gentlemen. Calling agenda item number 10, application number 20-20383 from MC Events LLC, Makahini Challenge.
Aloha, my name is Blaine Geisen. I'm here for a special liquor license for an event called Ahamakahiki.
Very good. Commissioners? Yes.
Motion to approve application number 20-20383.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 10, application number 20-20383 is approved. Calling agenda item number 11, application number 20-20384 from MC Events LLC. One more time, Mr.
One more
Dexter.
time, I have another event. This is the
Yes,
same
please
one.
introduce yourself again.
My name is Blaine Geisen. I'm with MC Events.
Thank you
and
very much.
special liquor license request.
Yes, thank you. Commissioners?
Okay, motion to approve application number 20-20384.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 11, application number 20-20384 is approved. How many years, Mr. Geisen?
This is 8.
8 years,
Awesome.
with no issues, correct?
Correct.
Very
Good
good,
job.
thank you,
Thank you.
good job. Go Bulls. Calling agenda item number 12, application number 20-20484 for Bamboo Catering.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. David Webb, Authorized Agent, Bamboo Catering.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, this is for a political fundraiser. Let's put it into second gear.
Okay, motion to approve application number 20-20484.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 12, application number 20-20484 is approved. Calling agenda item number 13, application number 20-20485 from Bamboo Catering.
David Webb, Authorized Agent, Bamboo Catering.
This is for the Filipino Social Group Annual Banquet. Commissioners,
Motion to approve application number 20-20485.
Second.
moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 13, application number 20-20485 is approved. Calling agenda item number 14, application number 20-20486 from Bamboo Catering, Inc.
David Webb, Authorized Agent, Bamboo Catering.
Commissioners, this is for a softball banquet fundraiser.
Motion to approve application number 20-20486.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 14, application number 20-20486 is approved. Calling agenda item number 15, application number 20-20487 from Bamboo Catering.
David Webb, Authorized Agent, Bamboo Catering.
Thank you very much. This is for a school fundraiser, Commissioners.
Motion to approve application number 20-20487.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 15, application number 20-20487 is approved. Calling agenda item number 16, application number 20-20489 from Bamboo Catering.
David Webb, Authorized Agent, Bamboo Catering.
This is for a first birthday, Commissioners.
Motion to approve application number 20-20489.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 16, application number 20-20489 is approved. Calling agenda item, thank you, Mr. Webb.
Thank you very much.
Calling agenda item number 17, application number 20-20579 from Free Spirits LLC. Mr. Choi, good
Good
evening.
afternoon, Commissioners. Matthew Choi, Manager, Member, Free Spirits LLC. No changes to the investigative report.
Thank you very much. Art After Dark. Very good, Commissioners.
Motion to approve application number 20-20579.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 17, application number 20-20579 is approved. Calling agenda item number 18. These special license applications. Thank you, Mr. Uyoka. Thank you very much. Applications number 20-20589-1 through 20-20589-30 from MRIK Beverage Management LLC, DBA Resident Inn by Marriott, Kapolei, Hawaii.
Good afternoon,
Good
Mr.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the Commission. Ms. Uriah Robert Uyoka on behalf of Residence Inn by Marriott in Kapolei. Present to my right, Mr. Brian Hunnings. He is the General Manager. His first name is Brian, last name Hunnings. At this time, we have nothing to add to the investigator's report.
Thank you. Commissioners?
Good. Motion to approve request number 20-20589-1 to 20-20589-30.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 18, application number 20-20589-1 through 20-20589-30 with the date specified is approved.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Commissioner.
Calling agenda item number 19. Thank you. Agenda item number 19, applications number 20-20652-1 through 20-20652-14 from Sodexo America LLC.
Good afternoon, members of the Commission. Chelsea Majo, appearing on behalf of the licensee, Sodexo America LLC. To my right is Patrick Baugh. Last name is spelled B-A-U-G-H. He is the general manager.
Thank you. Commissioners? At the airport.
Okay, motion to approve application number 20-20652-1 to 20-20652-14.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 19, application number 20-20652-1 through 20-20652 is approved with the dates specified in the application. Thank you. Okay, moving on to agenda item number 20. Application number 20-20663 from Mana Maoli, DBA Mana Maoli, Milano Avenue. Mr. Tyrone.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Mark Tyrone, and I am an authorized agent for the applicant, Mana Maoli, to speak about the Honolulu Festival.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Could you enter your appearance, please?
Yes, good afternoon, Commissioners. I'm Mike Galmiche, G-A-L-M-I-C-H-E, and I'm a co-producer for Honolulu.
Okay, Commissioners, questions?
Oh, go ahead.
So, Mr. Tyrone, how many years have you folks been doing the Honolulu event?
This is the 12th consecutive year.
Right, but this is the first time that Mana Maoli has been, I guess,
That is correct. Some of the producers have done past events with Mana Maoli through the years, so we have a good working relationship over an extended period of time. And the applicant, or the license holder for the last few years is the Arts and Marks Garage, called Hawaii Academy of Performing Arts. I'm a partner of that organization, and they're undergoing a lot of business challenges right now. So we felt it was wasn't for some of their, I don't want to reveal their internal issues, but that it was in the best interest to partner with have a different nonprofit be the license holder this year.
Okay, and you said you're an authorized agent of Mana Maoli. And Mr. Galmiche, are you a member or a member of the board of Mana Maoli?
I'm not.
Okay. Is there any representative from the nonprofit besides you, Mr. Tyrone?
No, Commissioner.
Okay. And how, so, what percentage of the profits are gonna be going to the nonprofit?
It's a fixed fee will be paid to the nonprofit, and all the risk is held by the company that's been hired to produce the event, which is Hawaii Halloween LLC.
Okay,
Partners
well,
here.
what is that fixed fee? How much money is gonna be going to the nonprofit?
Be a minimum of $2,000.
Minimum of 2,000. How, is there any way that they can receive more than that amount?
We haven't had extensive discussions about whether there is a possibility for an additional payment.
Okay, when you say that another company is gonna be responsible for the event, what do you mean by that?
So the entity Hawaii Halloween LLC was recently formed LLC here in Hawaii. It's a state of Hawaii LLC, and it was formed by the three gentlemen who produced the event the last 3 years. One being myself, I'm a member of that organization. The other member manager is here, Michael Galmiche, who introduced himself earlier, and the third member is Jonathan Mack. Michael and Jonathan have been producing events in Hawaii for over 10 years, including some of the larger events ever held here. And then I've been involved in production. I launched Honolulu myself the initial year in 2008, so that's the relationship.
Okay, but when you say they're gonna be responsible, does that mean, what, I wanna know specifically what that means. Are they gonna be responsible for any fees resulting from violations of liquor compliance?
Yes, they are. They are our boss, and we report to them, and we've been hired to produce the event and bring all the benefits to Chinatown through the event.
Because if there are any issues, it doesn't go back to them, it goes to the applicant, who is Manamauli.
That's what I mean. Yes, I mean Montemali is in charge of the event.
You see what I'm saying though, that they're receiving $2,000. If there is any violations that are incurred at this event, then they'll be responsible, they'll be on the hook for those violations.
Right.
So how, I don't see how they are benefiting from being the applicant or of this event, or the licensee of this event.
If there are fines, then the Hawaii Halloween LLC will provide the funds necessary to pay for fines. So that does not, there's no risk on Montemali to have a financial loss because of that. Obviously, they've been doing events for a long time. They want to continue to do events, so it's important to them to honor all the liquor rules and have a good, successful event.
Okay. So moving on to the event itself, I see that you provided a safety and security monitoring plan. Thank you for that. Why don't you walk us through your event and how you plan to keep everyone safe?
Yes, so the event is very similar last year. Let me grab a map here for my reference. It's essentially the same footprint as last year. The heart of it on New Wano Avenue, with some activity on Pauahi Street and Hotel Street. We moved, last year we had 3 stages, this year we have 3 stages again. The event begins at 5 p.m. The music ends at 10 p.m. We've applied for a license until 11 p.m. and with DTS to serve food until 11 p.m. as well. Regarding the timing of that license, we have found in the past that when the music ends at 10, there is there is potential for heavy egress at that point from the event and into the bars. And when we continue service, we lower that egress, so it's better managed and it's safer. So the continuing to serve past the 10 o'clock music time actually allows for a calmer, smoother event. It's a principal reason why we've applied for that timing, especially that first half hour between 10 and 10:30. And then last year we had a letter from the gentleman who is the resident manager at the Chinatown Gateway Plaza, the condominium there right in the heart of the event, the corner of Hotel Street and New Wano. And he submitted a letter and he included an email and included Assistant Administrator Anna Harai on that note, commending the event for adhering to the sound requirements and doing a great job working with him to make sure it was good for the community in terms of the sound. And he did mention that there was a half-hour period where he felt that the bass was possible, could be better handled, and that was from a band. We know exactly what caused that. There was a band that had a bass amplifier. It wasn't RPA, it was the band playing a bass. So we've moved that band stage to a different location, further away from that condominium. Otherwise, it's essentially the same event.
Okay. And this is a all ages event? Minors are going to be in attendance?
This is an all ages event. In order to consume alcohol, everyone must have a wristband.
Where is the banding going to take place?
So when people walk into the event, there will be a bag check. So we'll have security with the table. So everyone will be subject to a bag check, and that is to make sure that any age, no matter who you are, that people don't bring alcohol into the event, to adhere to the requirements of the Liquor Commission and to make it a safe event. At that point, there'll be signage where people can go and purchase wristbands that will allow them to access the bars, and at that point they have to show ID to people who are dedicated to ID checking. They actually work for the company that we hire to run the bars. So they don't report to us, they report to the company that runs the bars, and that's proven to be very effective in the past. We had multiple liquor commission inspectors at the event last year during the event, and there were no incidents.
Okay, I'm looking at your map.
Yes.
You have this? And in your key, it says a wristband station, but it's not indicated on the map where that wristband station is. Can you please clarify?
Yes, I included a second map.
I got it.
Okay, so the stations, it's an orange square with a W.
Right.
Represents the wristband station. So that is, they come in the entrance, there's a bag check, and then there's a sign for people to purchase wristbands to access the bars.
Okay, so you have then indicated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wristband stations. When you say the entrance, so we're talking about, there seems to be an entrance on Chaplin Lane, and then, what is this, Nu'uanu? And then, so how many entrances
Yes.
are we talking about?
So I'm gonna count them right here to make sure I have that correct. 1, 2. We have 6 entrances.
Okay.
We have additional exits. We'll have some points that will be monitored by our private security that will say you can exit here, but if you would like to enter, please proceed to the sidewalk, and the entrance is there.
Okay. And how much staff are you gonna have at each entrance?
So at each entrance, we have an ID checker. We have 2 private security officers as well doing the bag checks. And then we have separate wristband staff apart from them that's processing people, make sure that they can get in efficiently.
Okay.
Typically, we have, HPD decides ultimately where they post. That's their decision. We pay out of our pocket to have special duty on site,
Right.
so it doesn't cost the city. But even though we are paying for them to be there, it's their decision on what's safest. But typically, we do speak with them in advance, and we provide all the information about the activities. Typically, they will post 2 officers at each entrance as well. They typically find that to be a high, an important area, and they post there.
And how many special duty officers have you requested?
We've requested, I believe it's 29? 29 special duty officers, which is the number we requested last year.
Okay.
There's private security in addition to that.
Okay, and at your wristband stations, because this is Halloween, so we anticipate people are gonna be coming in costumes and masks, and it can often
Right.
be difficult to identify who is actually showing you the ID. So have your staff been trained as to what to do about that?
Yes, absolutely. And it's the same bar manager, the people that run our bars, that we hire to run our bars, because they don't do it just once a year. They run bars throughout the year. They have a lot of experience. They've been running our bars for about 10 years now for this particular event. And it's their staff who checks IDs. So they handle that training, and they have a great track record at our event about doing an effective job.
Do you have any additional questions before we call up that person?
Yeah.
I have some people that have signed up to testify also.
And you wanna bring up
Maybe we should
enforcement
bring
as well?
Or bring the testimony.
When you're ready,
Okay.
just let me know.
Wanna bring up the testifiers first? and
Yep,
then-
okay. Okay, so we have some members of the community that have signed up to testify on this issue. First, we have Mr. Lee Stack, followed by Mr. Alan Stack, followed by any member of the audience that would like to comment on this hullabaloo.
Chair, I'll be running a 3-minute timer.
3-minute time. Okay, fine.
Swear you in. Do you swear that the testimony you give today's hearing will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Alan Stack. I'm a landowner and businessman active in the Chinatown community. I oppose this license being granted. Year after year, this promoter comes before the neighborhood board and the liquor commission at the last minute. This year, the applicant has not yet presented to the neighborhood board. The applicant could have come before the neighborhood board months ago. They chose not to. There was a glitch in the scheduling or the listing of the event, and the neighborhood board chose not to hear the event, not to hear the presentation from the applicant this year. My understanding is that it is a requirement that the applicant for liquor licenses of this type must present the event to the neighborhood board. That's my written testimony. Years ago, the community got together. It was called the Joint Fact-Finding, broad community. And as a function of that, this event moved over to High Sam, where it stayed for a few years. And then it slowly drifted back. I don't oppose the event. I don't really think we need alcohol. I oppose the location of the event. That's what I have to say.
Thank you. Commissioners, do you have any questions for Mr. Stack?
No questions. Thank you, Mr. Stack.
Thank you.
Ms. Stack.
I submitted written testimony. Do you have copies?
Yes, we have copies.
Do you swear that the testimony you give today is going to be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Hello, Lee Stack. So first of all, last year, Mr. Tyrone came to us at the neighborhood board, or came to the neighborhood board, and I was there. And he said he couldn't do it at High Sam because they were renovating, which turns out they were renovating the lawn area. And at that time, there was some discussion. And he said, hey, you know, their first choice was High Sam, and they were going to come back to High Sam in 2019, and he was going on the record that they would be back at High Sam. And the board voted, hoping that he would go back to High Sam, and all of a sudden we hear that it's going to be on the streets of Chinatown again. And as an impacted landowner and business owner, we really don't care for the liability, like they don't care for the liability in Waikiki, where they don't allow these sorts of liquor festivals on the street. So High Sam was a good compromise. We never showed up. We never protested when it was at High Sam. It was away from a lot of the residents. He says it's his first choice. He said it on the record at the neighborhood board. We have the tape. So don't understand why it came back to our neighborhood without really any discussion of it. And it's always at the last minute, and it's always too late to move it, because I brought up last year, you know, you could do it on the streets around High Sam. It doesn't have to be on the lawn, because you do it on the streets in Chinatown. There's no lawn. No, it's too late to move it. It's too late to move it. Again, it was 2 or 3 weeks before the event. So there's this pressure that the neighborhood board feels that, you know, we got to grant it. And it was tried again this year, but unfortunately there was a glitch in the agenda. So basically the whole district, the residents, a lot of the businesses have no adequate notification of even where this event is going to be. Is it going to be at High Sam? Is it going to be in Chinatown? I mean, they really haven't been adequately notified. So that's a huge issue that other people, I guess, have raised. But it's also that we're going back to High Sam. That's our first choice. And this is the kind of thing that we hear again and again, and it's harder and harder to hear that, because they do have choices and they do have options.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, do you have any questions?
Yes, Ms. Stack, you stated that you're a landowner in the area.
Yes.
Is your property located on one of the streets that's going to be closed for this event?
Yes, on both Nu'uanu and Hotel Street.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stack.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else in the audience?
May I address any of the concerns?
Hold on, we'll give you a chance. Anybody else in the audience that would like to testify for or against this application, please come forward.
Swear you in? Do you swear that the testimony you give today is going to be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself, sir, and spell your name.
My name is Kevin McDonald. I am the chair of the Downtown Chinatown Neighborhood Board, as well as a resident and business owner in the community.
Thank you very much.
I begin?
Yes.
Okay. So first let me address the good people here at Honolulu came to our board to present to us about their event. And I believe that they were unfairly denied the ability to present to our board. I am the chair, I make the agenda, and I put on the agenda that there were going to be street closures and liquor available and music. And I at that time believed that that was sufficient. At the meeting, one particular member objected that because I didn't list the actual street names and times of the events, I'm sure you must have something to that effect. And so she made a motion to defer the presentation from them until the next meeting, which would of course be after their event was over. I later found out from the commissioner who runs our neighborhood boards that I was in fact fine with my presentation on the agenda, but I couldn't overrule the vote to defer, even though I did put it correctly on the agenda, and they were unfairly denied the right to present at our meeting. So they should have had at least a vote. I can't speak for the board how that vote would have gone, but I know myself, I would have voted for them. And so now, not speaking as the chair of the board, but as a member, as a resident and business owner in the community, I believe strongly in these types of events. They help our community, they help our businesses, they bring people from all over the island to come and see Chinatown, and they shed a positive light on our community. They help our businesses, and they bring people down to see what good things that we have to offer in Chinatown. Particularly, Chinatown has a bad reputation right now for a lot of homeless and crime and other problems. And these kinds of events really draw people into our community and help them see that we have a really nice place in Chinatown, and we want people to see that, and we want them to see that in that light, and maybe they'll come back when there aren't events and enjoy some of our businesses and other things that we have to offer. So I strongly support this event and most events like this.
Thank you very much.
I have a question for
Vice Chair
Mr. McDonald.
Donovan.
Certainly.
I know that you're saying that you're not representing your position on the board,
Yes, it's very important that you understand that.
but in general, can I ask you a question, which is, were you present at the October 3rd meeting?
I was.
Yes, and can you?
I was presiding as chair.
Okay, and as an observer, so to speak, and not as chair, what was the feedback as far as the event goes? What was since there's no meeting agenda, there's no minutes available on this meeting, can you provide us what was said or what the talk was at the meeting?
There's one member in particular who made quite a fuss about the way that the event was presented on the agenda for them to speak. And she believed that I had not put it on the agenda correctly. And it was for that reason, which I didn't even think that that was a good enough reason to defer them. But it was for that reason she was able to convince enough members of the board to vote to defer the event until it would be put on the agenda properly. Of course, it's 30 days notice to make a new meeting. Even if we were to have a closed session, we need 30 days, which would be after the date of the event. There was a lot of disappointment that I noticed in the room that they weren't even allowed to present because of this, small problem.
So there was no opportunity or time to discuss anything specifically to the event with any regards to safety issues, community concerns?
They were not allowed to present at all about their thing. We basically took ourselves out of the conversation by forcing them to defer until the next meeting, which would be after their event. So the board was not allowed to have any sort of influence on this event because of the
Mr. McDonald, so would you verify on the record that the neighborhood board was informed of this event?
They were informed, it was put on the
Correct.
agenda, and
That's
I
all.
also sent emails.
That is the requirement of the law, that
Okay.
is all. Okay, so, Commissioners, do you have any further questions of the testifier? Okay, so, Mr. Lee? Oh, I'm sorry, I thought.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, okay. So let me, your excuse, let me put on the record, so we have, in your packet, we have official communication from the elected officials in the community. Council Member Carol Fukunaga, Council District 6, Senator Carl Rhodes, Senate District 13, and Representative Daniel Holt, Representative District 29. Are any representatives from those offices here to testify? Okay, so basically this letter is self-explanatory, Commissioners. The three elected officials are asking certain restrictions be put on this event if we were inclined to approve that.
I'm sorry, Chair, to interrupt you. There are other in the audience that wish to testify.
Okay, and I will, thank you, thank you, Ms. Ryan. And I also have a communication here from Mr. Willis A. Moore, from Neighborhood Board 13, just for the record, okay? With that being said, yes, sir, please come forward.
Do you swear that the testimony given today's hearing will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
Commissioners, my name is Michael Gray. I'm a business owner in Chinatown. My business is right on Hotel Street. I've been a business owner in Chinatown since 2014. As far as Hullabaloo is concerned, it's been a positive event for us since I've been there, and I'm from other people I've heard it's been a positive event since it began in 2008. Probably one of the best events we've had in terms of how it's run, how smooth it goes, the safety of the event, the security, and it always having enough security at the event. Going along with what the previous person said, Chinatown recently, and I think in the past, has had a bad reputation, especially with homeless and crime. And I do agree with events like this do highlight the good parts of Chinatown. And because we have enough security and we keep the event safe, then people from all over the place can come and enjoy the event safely. As far as the community feedback, I've never heard any bad feedback from the events except for a few people, and it's the same people every year that have an issue with the event. So I feel it's one of the best run events, and I approve the location of the event. It's right, street closure right outside my business, and it's never been an issue for me. And yeah, hopefully this event can keep on going into the future.
So, one time, you were in strong support of this event.
Yes,
for the
I'm
record.
in strong support.
Thank you very much. Okay. Is there anybody else in the audience? Please come forward, ma'am.
Do you swear that the testimony given today's hearing will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Teresa Schubert, and I've been a teacher for 25 years in the DOE at the high school level. I've been teaching at Farrington High School for 20 years, 17 years as a student activities coordinator. So for 17 years, I train our students in leadership training, civic duty. They're the student government officers, but they also run all the events on our campus, from graduation, commencement, to proms, to dances, homecoming week, halftime shows, so on and so forth. The reason why I wanted to come and testify today is I also, on the side, I'm hired to help run the doors for different promoters, but I'm very picky because my team consists of majority teachers or my former students who are college graduates. Also, our security team from Farrington, they come on board too. So an event like this helps me employ over 80 people from the Kalihi community, and majority of them, like I said, are teachers. Some of them are vice principals and security. And when we talk about safety, because they come from that industry of, providing safety at the schools, at the state levels, they understand protocols and policies. They also become like the eyes and ears, like extra security for us, just to alert our private security team and HPD as to if we see anything potential liabilities. So I'm in full support of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't work for them because I do run the doors. And you were asking how many people at each wristband station. That would be my teams. It would be anywhere from 12 at a station or as small as 6. If we feel that looking at past data, if the doors weren't that frequently patronized. And that's what I appreciate about working with Mark Tarone and Mike Galmichi is they keep data, and that data I can use to assess for the next year and really make sure that we almost overstaff for safety. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question for you.
Oh, yes.
So, Ms. Schubert, you emphasized that you work for the event.
Yes.
You're a worker for the event. You are employed by who? The nonprofit? Are you employed by, is it Mana Maoli, or who does your check come from?
The check comes from the entity.
Which is?
The event producer.
Which is?
Hawaii Halloween LLC.
And to what you've testified, I think that you said that was just created? Was that just created with you, Mike Galmichi, as well as Johnny?
That was created this year, yes.
This year?
Yes.
So in the previous year, how was she paid? Who was she paid?
There was, yes, there were multiple event producers, my company, T-Rex Entertainment, Mike Galmichi's company, and Jonathan Mack's company. So instead of having these multiple companies, we have one entity that is the hired to produce the event this year.
And let me ask you this, you're not a nonprofit?
Correct.
Are you a nonprofit?
We are, producer, Hawaii Halloween LLC is not a nonprofit, it's a for-profit.
It's a for-profit entity, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll lead to my questions after this.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, and thank you very much for helping our children. Appreciate that. Any further questions, commissioners? Let Mr. Tarun speak. Do we have anybody else who would like to testify for or against this application? Please come forward, sir.
Can I swear you in, please? Do you swear that the testimony you give at today's hearing will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello,
Please state your name for the record and spell it.
Jody Jenkins.
Jody Jenkins.
I was called over last minute, so sorry for rushing
Not a
over.
problem.
I guess it's merited that I say a little bit about myself. I've been in Hawaii, Honolulu for about 30 years, always in the food and beverage industry. Came over with the Studebaker Corporation in 1988. Means nothing to most of you, maybe a little bit to some of you.
Familiar.
Worked in Chinatown, yeah. Who wants to admit they know about it? Okay. Worked in Honolulu or in Chinatown for the last 15 years. David Stewart, Duvan Restaurant, 1144. Last year I was working with Matt Reitz with the Brickfire Tavern as his GM and also the consultant. I can testify that every year that I've seen Hullabaloo in Chinatown, it's always been very beneficial to all of us that run clubs, restaurants in the community. So I've never had any problems. There's, to my knowledge, never been any vandalism or any fights or anything of that nature. I know that Mark has worked very hard with the Hullabaloo concept, even though it hasn't been very profitable for him. He can testify that. I think he's only just now breaking even. But he does it for the community, and it does help. And I don't know quite why he gets the pushback that he does. There's never been any problems. I'm not sure if Murph, this is a knock against Murph or Murphy, but Hullabaloo is far more beneficial to all of us as a whole than a concept like St. Patty's Day, which is very...
Please leave the personalities out of your
Sure, no problem.
testimony. Yeah.
But
thank you.
it does strike me as doesn't seem very fair. But anyways, other than that, yes, it's been very beneficial. It was very, very beneficial to us last year in that respect. And any restaurants or clubs that I've run in that area for Hullabaloo has always been extremely profitable. Okay?
Commissioners, do you have any questions? Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else in the audience that would like to testify for or against this application? Okay, Mr. Tyrone, let's hear from you.
Okay, there was a concern raised about, last year I did state that our intent was to move back to the Hawaii State Art Museum, and that was a legitimate statement. That was our intent. I have a letter here, this is from the Hawaii State Art Museum, It's actually a deposit that I sent to the Hawaii State Art Museum for this year's Hullabaloo. My deposit check, I canceled that recently, but I put in the application. And our partnership looked at this extremely closely, and at the end of the day, after a lot of back and forth, we looked at Chinatown. I have been a member of the Arts and Marks Garage. That's located in the heart of Chinatown. It's the corner of Nu'uanu Avenue and Pauahi. I've been a partner there for about the last 10 years. And over the last year, Chinatown has gotten a lot worse. The year before that was not a great year for us. We've been in a continued dip in our business, and it's gotten a lot worse in the past year. There's more homeless. It's a more violent homeless community. We've had several violent incidents that have been reported by the news, so everybody hears about it. And there's more empty storefronts than ever before in Chinatown, significantly. This event, Hullabaloo, sends a message to the entire island and to a lot of tourists that come to us that Hullabaloo is safe and fun and open for business. And it's one of the rare opportunities to get that island-wide attention, which is valuable in itself, and then it brings a great audience that provides a lot of economic support the night of the event and then comes back to the event.
Mr. Turner, let me interrupt you real quick. So are you stating that you applied to have this event at HISAM this year and were denied by HISAM?
No, they accept the application. I sent in the application while we were still making our decision of where to host the event.
Okay.
So the intent.
So you had intended to before, but you didn't, you decided not to have the event at HISAM?
We committed to the Chinatown neighborhood because of the need to have bring business to the community and publicize to the island and visitors that Chinatown is a safe and fun place. In addition, there are the HISAM event footprint is nearly twice the cost of doing the event in Chinatown. And in order to do that event down there, we've been producing events for a long time. We feel strongly that a real national star power is needed. You know, the year that where we were successful financially, the first year I was at HISAM, I lost nearly $30,000 on the event out of Mark Turon's pocket. The next year we had Erykah Badu as our headliner, and that was a profitable event. But we reached out to artists and were unable to secure someone at a rate that would work, that we felt would draw adequately to pay all the bills, because it is nearly twice as expensive.
So it was a combo of financial as well as wanting to go to Chinatown in order for economic development purposes?
Those are the two primary reasons, and the third reason is when we were, the 2 years we were at HISAM, we were allowed to start production on Hotel Street at any time we requested. And I believe those years we started production on Hotel Street at 12 p.m. The bus has changed their policy and is stating that there is a federal rule that prohibits them from allowing any sort of production on Hotel Street until 4 o'clock. So there's a more challenge. Hotel Street is a prime part of that footprint.
Right, yeah, but you're asking for a part of Hotel Street on this area though.
Yes, but we have lots of other areas that are not. Hotel Street is more important to that area because it's our main entrance. And there's less square footage down there of real estate, so it's a more important area.
Okay. I would also like you to address what was brought up by some of the testifiers that this has been presented to the community at the last minute, and it's also being presented to us kind of at the last minute. So is there a reason why you haven't started doing the community outreach and applying for a liquor license earlier?
Yes, part of the reason is because we were trying to make the HISAM property work, and we were working through some offers. We were trying to see if we could, trying to secure national entertainment to make that space work, and that delayed us.
Let me ask you this, when did you get that? When did you decide to withdraw your application from HISAM? What date was that?
That was we gave them notice in August, I believe at the end of August, but it was in that middle of August timeframe where we said we need, we can't make that place work, and we need to commit and get notice out.
And they allowed you a full refund of your deposit. It was within their contract times.
Yes, I have it, they returned my check.
Okay, and the return on your check, the date of that envelope that you're holding up is what date?
Yes,
I realize it's certified now. You have it certified, so when?
yes,
the
I'm
post
just,
date on it?
I need to find what the date is.
It's in the stamp, the
The
green.
red
Okay, it's in
stamp
the
in the
stamp.
front.
Okay, September 10th.
September 10th.
Uh,
So, let me ask you this, Mr. Sarone. I'm sorry, Madam.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
So, you guys are event promoters, you guys know this, right? You guys know to plan a successful event takes a lot of timing, planning. You're representing that as of August, you decided that you knew it wasn't gonna work as of August. And you canceled a venue that you had secured with High Sam, taking a chance that you were gonna come here and possibly not get the street closure or possibly not get the license here. Is that what you guys discussed accumulative as a group, that this is what we're gonna risk? Or how was the risk analysis done as far as taking a chance coming here as well as getting the street closure?
The risk analysis was that we couldn't make, the High Sam property, the cost is over $200,000 to do that event. And while it was profitable the one year, the other year it wasn't, and it wasn't, for that amount of risk, the payoff was low. So the risk analysis was, we couldn't secure the entertainment to make that work. And also, you know, I'm in Chinatown, often my office is there, and I was frankly the biggest proponent, so we were, you know, within the partnership, there were significant differences of opinion. And I was pushing the hardest to go to High Sam, but we couldn't make the economic model work. And frankly, after the partnership went through it a lot, and I'm spending all the time in Chinatown and having more and more challenges with the homeless, I realized that the event really is needed in Chinatown itself.
So since you have your figures for High Sam, what is your profit in Chinatown? To make that decision and make that risk, including everything that you have, your venue, your liquor and all of that, you have statistical data for us. What is the profit in Chinatown?
Yeah, the risk is, that event's about $125,000 to the Chinatown event.
That's the liabilities on that end. That's what you have to come up with out of your pocket
That's correct.
in order
That's
to
correct.
make this happen. You realize that the risk that you're imposing is placed on a nonprofit. And the person from the nonprofit should be here because I emphasize this on a nonprofit before they enter into an agreement. And I'm hoping that they read the agreement that they have with us with liquor. I mean, I don't know if you're aware of it, and I'm sure most people in this audience who attend every week is aware of what I'm about to read, which is the statement of understanding, which is with Mana Maoli, and it is specifically the statement of understanding as a nonprofit. Okay, and I'm gonna recite this to you as I've done numerous meetings before, but I think it's very important that when you hold a nonprofit license, you need to understand your risk when it comes forward for a big event like this. The licensee, who is considered to be Mana Maoli, is a not-for-profit organization of which no part of the income or profit derived from the use of this special license shall be distributable to its members, directors, or officers. If a third party will receive a distribution, please note, if the third party is a not-for-profit entity and confirmed funds will be used for the required purpose of the applicant. So that is stated and that is signed off by the executive director and acknowledging that, and also knowing that we will be entitled to the books and be able to see the receipts as well. So to report that, you know, the community sympathizes with you about taking a loss every year and coming in and taking a 30,000 loss or whatever is presented. There is profit to be made, and the nonprofit takes $2,000 out of the chunk and the bite out of the situation. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair for the community as well, because you decided on September that this is no longer a feasible or a financial good decision to make. You did the outreach, you made enough effort, as we can see, as you provided us, and even then it was unclear to me what this is. And I'm assuming these people and these names that are here are not signatures. They're business and affiliations and representative names. It doesn't say anything that they support this or anything. So presenting us with this 83 people who have no signatures, or it doesn't say that I approve, or I don't know what the cover page states and what they're signing off to. They don't know. They could be signing up for free tickets for all I'm concerned. You did this type of community outreach for support, and yet maybe you want to respond and talk about what's happened in the Chinatown community.
Yes, Commissioner. I apologize for not making the purpose of those, my providing that signature is more clear. I did have a cover page, but obviously that needed to be more clear. I apologize for that. These signatures are to show the notice that was provided to the community. These signatures are not signatures of support. They're signatures of people who were given notice of the street closures and the times and a map, which it's the same document I provided. Attached behind the signatures was this document that was distributed. So that was distributed door to door. That was handed to all the storefronts there in Chinatown and to security at the office, at the apartment buildings as well. So that is in no way intended to show support, but it is intended to show that notice was provided in the area, distributed door to door. In addition, we also, there is a small number of stakeholders that have through the years opposed the event, and I sent an email to all those stakeholders with the same document attached.
Referencing the letter that we received from the elected officials from the area, did you get a copy of this?
I received a copy. I have it here, yes.
Okay, so I'm looking at page 2, and these are recommendations. So I'm looking at number 5 specifically. Do you have provisions for designated taxi pickup and drop-off points?
Yes, and they're actually located on the map that was one of the maps submitted to the Liquor Commission.
Right.
And it was distributed to neighborhoods. So this is an area of parking stalls that we have paid for those parking stalls with DTS. So that is already on the street closure
And
permit.
that's indicated as rideshare number 1 and rideshare number 2?
Yes, so our two of our highest points of ingress and egress.
Okay, and how is that being communicated to patrons of the event?
Traditionally, we put that on our map.
Okay.
And then we have some signage at on site as well.
Okay, and then also, I'm looking at item number 4, fencing or crowd control barriers. I see your bars are indicated, but I'm assuming that the entire area is gonna be open to consumption.
Yes, it will be open to consumption, and that's, this will be the 12th year that we've had a similar type of operation, and we have a great track record of, with no incidents last year and very few incidents over the life of the event.
Okay, passing to minors is a big concern of ours. When you don't have areas that are designated 21 and over only. So how is your security staff going to prevent passing of alcohol to minors?
We have multiple security roaming teams, so security that is in pairs of 2, private security, that roam the areas looking for that exact issue. Neighborhood has an impact on that. Different events in different neighborhoods draw different audiences, and Chinatown has traditionally drawn an older audience. And there was many years where we did a survey, and a high percentage of our audience, over 50%, I think, was over the age of 35. So traditionally Honolulu has not had high attendance from people under 21 unless they're accompanied by their parents, because some families like to come before 8 o'clock or those early hours and enjoy the costumes.
Okay, and in regards to pedestrian egress, the streets are gonna be closed. Is there gonna be any way for if a pedestrian who does not wanna attend the event needs to get through the event? Is there gonna be a way for them to access the sidewalks at all?
Yes, so this was, everyone will be able to access any area within the event. This was discussed this year with DTS. They expressed, they said that this needs to be a priority. And so we have changed our entry points so that when you come in the entry, there is a table with the bag check. So everyone will be subjected to a bag check, and there will be a sign if people want or need wristbands, they can do that, otherwise they can enter the event.
Okay. Let's see. And I'm looking at item 2 in the letter, liability insurance coverage, so that if there is any damages to businesses or property, that it can be addressed expeditiously. Do you folks carry liability insurance?
Yes, our liability policy, we have one liability policy, and it includes property insurance.
Okay.
And the amount of?
Commissioner, I would have to look that up. I believe it's $1 million, but I would have to look that up.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's $1 million.
Those are important documents to have when you appear before the council.
And that policy is issued under the Hawaii Honolulu? Is it, who's the insured on that?
Yes, so there is a certificate of insurance for the city and county of Honolulu. For Montemali has a certificate of insurance as well.
From Montemali?
Yes. And then the producer, Hawaii Halloween LLC.
Do we have any further questions or type of action?
Motion to convene into executive session.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye, we are now in executive session. Thank you. Okay, thank you. We're now back on the official record. Commissioners, do you have any follow-up questions or type of action?
Yes, Chair. Motion to approve application number 20-20663 with the following conditions. Sale and consumption of alcohol will end promptly at 10 p.m. Licensee will provide a post-event report with an appearance at the Liquor Commission required, and will also provide a report of all liquor sales from the event.
Second. Then moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed?
Nay.
I vote aye. Application is approved.
Could I have some, request clarification, and with respect to the post-event report, is there a timeline within which they must file?
I'm sorry, Ms. Harai, yes, to clarify that, 30 days after the event, within 30 days.
Thank you.
Okay. Vice Chair Ganaban?
Yes, Mr. Tyrone, I will express this, and this has been my emphasis on these nonprofit type of situations. The spirit, your event is not the spirit of a nonprofit. You guys are creative, you guys are akamai to do these special licenses, and it's with regards to nonprofits, this is not how a nonprofit should be. A nonprofit should not be entertaining this type of venue, in other words. Not for $2,000 and not for the risk, and I will take that position. So next time around, please communicate with the community timely. you guys know when you guys started planning this, whether it's 6 months ago or what have you, communicate with the public. This is an event that you guys do every year. I will note, and maybe this is not appropriate, but you know, we've had other Chinatown issues, but we have one specific promoter that has turned around the community and has buy-in with the community as far as her events go. And she's offered post-event reports, she's attended the neighborhood board meetings, kept them informed. You need to buy into this community, and you gotta have this community work with you. And it's not through the efforts of a nonprofit specifically, not one that doesn't pertain to the cause.
Thank you, good luck.
Thank you. Good luck.
Let me read the, Ms. Tyrone, if I may. Application number 20-206.
No, you.
What is that?
You're on 20.
I want to put it on the record that it's officially approved. Do you have it?
Okay, go ahead.
Right, okay. Application number 20-20663 is approved with the conditions stated in Vice Chair Min's motion.
Thank you,
Do
Commissioners.
you have any questions? Do you understand?
No question understood.
Okay, very good. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll move on to agenda item number 21. Transfer application number 20-20117 from Club 550 Inc. Ms. Melchor.
Good afternoon, Chair, Vice Chair, and Commissioner. Robin Milch on behalf of the applicant, Club 550 Inc., and to my right is Nelson Cho, the Vice President. We have reviewed the report and just wanted to note that the fingerprinting has been completed. Other than that, no amendments or changes.
Thank you.
Very good. Commissioner?
Yep. Okay, motion to approve transfer application number 20-20117. Second.
Been moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 21, transfer application number 20-20117 is approved. Let's take agenda item number 43 out of order. This is a request 20-20605 Sports Queen Inc. Is that correct?
Correct.
Ms. Melchor, one more time.
Good afternoon, Chair, Vice Chairs, and Commissioner. Robin Melcher on behalf of Sports Queen Inc. And just wanted to just note that the request is more to correct the deficiencies because the premises has been built that way since the beginning, when Mr. Cho was operating it back in 2003. So I don't know what happened between that floor plan and the current one, but when the investigator went out to inspect, there were some discrepancies with respect to the size of the storage room. So I don't know what happened in between, but there have been no renovations done to the premises. So the request is only really to move the stage, which is a portable stage, from the corner to the center. But everything else has always been like that. The size of the bar, the storage room. In here it says the door was removed. The investigator came out when the lieutenant was preparing or cleaning up the place. So the door was down because there was termite damage, but the door is gonna go back up. So things were being cleaned when the investigator came out to inspect the premises.
Okay, so this request, if approved, would bring it, make the floor plan, existing floor plan reflect what we have on record?
Correct.
Can we hear from Dennis Sato?
Yeah, Mr. Sato, can you come up, please?
Supervising Investigator Daniel Sato. Do you have questions?
Yeah, so can you provide some clarity on the situation at this location?
Okay, so upon the transfer application, which I also did, went out to the subject premises, I checked the floor plans, did some measurements, and noticed that the floor plan on file was off from what they were submitting. So this is in correction to whatever was previously submitted in a transfer application.
Okay, so if approved, then the existing floor plan would be consistent with what we have on record for this premises?
It will correct the
Correct the
application
record,
and the
okay.
file.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah?
Motion to approve request number 20-20605.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 43, request number 202-0605 is approved.
Thank you, Ms. Muncher.
Thank you. Let's move on to agenda item number 22, transfer application number 20-20496. Mr. Nishioka.
Good afternoon again. Good evening, Commission. Greg Nishioka, appearing on behalf of applicant. To my right is Victoria Kim, the member manager of KDM Enterprises. I gave the hearings reporter the spelling of her name prior to the start of today's hearing.
Thank you.
Commissioner?
Oh, for the record, we have received the report of Investigator Foster and have no additions, changes, or comments to make at this time.
Thank you.
Motion to approve transfer application number 20-20496.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 22, transfer application number 20-20496 is approved. Let us call agenda item number 31 out of order. Application number 19-16861, KDM Enterprises LLC.
Good afternoon again, Commissioner. Greg Nishioka, appearing on behalf of the applicant. Also to my right is Victoria Kim. We withdraw this request, this application.
Withdraw
Thank you.
31.
Commissioners?
Motion to withdraw agenda item number 31, application number 19-16861.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 31 is approved. Calling agenda item number 32 out of order. Application number. It's not on my number. Yeah, thank you. Application number 20-20494 from KDM Enterprises.
Good afternoon, Commissioner. Greg Nishioka, appearing on behalf of the applicant. Also to my right is Victoria Kim. We have received Investigator Foster's report on this matter. Have no additions, changes, corrections to make.
Thank you. Commissioners?
Motion to approve temp application number 20-20494.
Second.
Been moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I vote aye. This is agenda item number 32, right? Application number 20-20494 is approved. Calling agenda item number 45. Request number 19-16954.
Good afternoon again, Commission. Greg Nishioka, appearing on behalf of the requesting party. To my right is Victoria Kim. We withdraw this request.
Withdraw. Okay. Motion to withdraw request number 19-16954.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 45 is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to agenda item 23. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Calling application number 19-16508 from Brickfire Tavern, Kanuki. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Matthew Resich with Brickfire Tower.
Commissioners?
Motion to approve application number 19-16508.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 23, application number 19-16508 is approved. Good luck.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 24, application number 19-16621 from Trichun, USA. Mr.
Good
Lee.
afternoon, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, long time no see. James Lee representing Triton USA Inc., DBA
Triton USA Inc. Mr. Kim could not be here today, unfortunately, and he apologizes. He's on a business trip out of state. We have nothing to add to the report at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Is that a good thing or a bad time? Long time no see.
Bad thing for me.
Mr. Lee, this is a storage container, correct?
Correct, in a warehouse type of setting.
What do you mean? It's inside of a warehouse, but it is a storage container that you're asking us to license for a wholesale general license?
Correct, because we needed a designated space within the frame of a warehouse where we could have a designated place where the inspectors can go check up on it and stuff, so.
Okay, but is this, but this would become the licensed premises if approved. Is it able to be moved from this location?
No.
So it's bolted or secured to the warehouse structure itself?
Yes.
Do you have an overall floor plan of the warehouse that is gonna be stored in? I mean, what you provided us is pretty much a
Storage
image of a
container.
storage container.
Right, a shipping container.
And we
And
have
so
no
what we
idea.
don't want is for
Yeah.
it to be closed up and then moved up somewhere else. So, we need some assurances, cause this is not a normal application, especially for a wholesale general license.
We realize that, and what a container within a warehouse is not, I guess, you don't see that every day. And
No, we never have seen that.
okay. It's a big container, it's not movable, then you cannot just move this.
Well, it's movable because it's a shipping container, that's what it's created for, so how can we be assured that it's not going to disappear someplace else?
Oh, no, it won't.
Yes, I mean, our concern is that this is a storage area you're proposing within a bigger building.
Correct.
We have no frame of reference where this storage container that you provided us is located in a building or.
It's within a secure
Right,
warehouse.
but we would like to see the overall plan of the building, of the warehouse, where this is located within that warehouse.
Okay, well,
Because
we'll
right now
get-
you're telling us to look at my storage container and can you approve that?
Well,
It could be in your backyard, or you could move it there.
I mean, I know you have an address on it.
Yes.
But we're assuming that address references the building.
Correct.
Inside the building, there's a storage container.
Correct.
Somewhere.
Correct.
So we wanna know where that somewhere is.
And we would also like to know what else is stored in that warehouse, and where those things are located in reference to this container. So, and I would also like to be reassured that this container is not able to be moved from this location. How is it secured to the property? Cause I don't feel comfortable with this license right now.
Okay, we'll try to get that.
And
new
I would
plan.
like to see, adding to that, you show a picture of the doors that are open to the office. I would like to see how that area is secured. You know what I mean? In other words, anybody could go into this Matson container, I would assume, 8 by 40 feet. Sure sounds like a Matson container to me, but I would like to see when nobody is in that office area, how that alcohol is being secured.
The more information, the better, Mr. Lee, since you mentioned you realize that this is not a normal application.
I understand.
Okay.
Okay.
How long do you need?
Thank you.
Ooh, probably 2 weeks.
Okay, motion to continue application number 19-16621 for 2 weeks.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 24, application number 19-16621 is continued for 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Calling agenda item number 25, application number 19-16741 from Jung and Bong Corporation. Ms. Wu.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I'm Min Young on behalf of Jun and Bong Corporation. No changes to the investigative report.
Thank you, Commissioner.
motion to approve application number 19-16741.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 25, application number 19-16741 is approved. Let's take agenda item number 36 out of order. Request number 19-15903.
I'm Min Young-woo on behalf of June and Bone Corporation. No changes to the report.
Commissioners?
Ms. Wu, the yellow is the deletion, yeah?
Yes,
And then the exhibit B is the final.
yes. Exhibit B isn't final. It shows also principal as well.
Okay, but are you eliminating a doorway?
The doorway will be still there. There, it's a newly drawn plan that shows what currently it is.
Okay.
This is done to create after the fact.
Okay.
So exhibit B is what is actually there.
Yes,
Exhibit A is what we had on file.
yes, correct.
Okay.
And you are sure that it's a reduction?
It is a reduction.
It is a reduction?
You good?
And this is at the top of the hill location, right on Wailea Avenue?
Yes.
And where does that stair go? That's It
The
goes down
stair in the
somewhere?
stair on the Wailea Avenue side or to the parking?
the back side.
That's coming to the parking.
Okay, so you just go down the stair
Gate to
and
the
it goes out
parking
to the back.
Yes. Commercial parking area.
Okay, motion to approve request number 19-15903.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 36, request number 19-15903 is approved. Moving on to agenda item number 26, application number 19-16856 from Lokahi Brewing Company, LLC. Gentlemen?
Evening, Commissioners. I'm Daniel Coronado, and this is my business partner Rick Best with Makahi Brewing.
Thank you very much. Commissioners?
Motion to approve application number 19-16856.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 26, application number 19-16856 is approved. Good luck.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 27.
Commissioners, with respect to agenda items number 27 and 28, Attorney Kyuchi was not able to remain. He had a plane to catch, so he asked that these matters be rescheduled for 2 weeks to the 10/24 meeting.
Very good. Commissioners, can I have a type of action?
Motion to continue, agenda item number 27, application number 19-16971 to October 24th.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 27 is continued to 10/24/19. Calling agenda item number 28.
Similarly, he was here, was not able to stay, had a plane to catch. Has asked that this matter be rescheduled to the 10/24 meeting.
Motion to continue agenda item 28, application number 19-16973 to October 24th.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 28 is continued to 10/24/19. Calling agenda item number 44.
This third matter for Mr. Kiuchi was here, unable to stay, had a plane to catch. Request that this matter be rescheduled to the 10/24 meeting.
Motion to continue agenda item number 44, request number 20-20674 to October 24th.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 44, request number 20-20674 is continued to 10/24/2019. Calling agenda item number 29, application number 19-16988 from Ho'oiki Mall LLC.
Yes, Chair.
Commissioner Lee.
Due to a conflict, I might have to recuse myself from this agenda item.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Russell Ryan. I'm the CFO of Ho'oiki Mau, doing business as Highway Inn. And to my right is the president of Highway Inn, Monica Taguchi, and my wife. And my boss.
Very good.
Did we get all of that information to the record? Thank you so much.
That's 3 titles.
Commissioners?
We- Okay, motion to approve, application number 19-16988.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 29, application number 19-16988 is approved.
Thank you.
Good luck. Can we have Commissioner Lee back, please? Calling agenda item number 30, application number 20-20614 from Nonstop Convenience. Mr.
Yeah.
Wu?
To my right is May Young. He is the president. He's president of Council Wayne Luke. There are no changes to investigators report.
Thank you. Commissioners?
How much more time you need?
The 120 days.
Oh, motion to approve, application number 20-20614.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 30, application number 20-20614 is approved for an additional 120 days.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 33. 33, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, Chair, due to a conflict, I'm going to have to recuse myself from this agenda item.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Lee.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. To my right is Gary Chen, secretary. He's president of Council Wayne Luke. There are no changes to investigators report.
Thank you. Calling agenda item number 33, application number 20-20542 from Platinum Partners, Inc. Commissioners? Taking the license out of safekeeping, correct?
Motion
Yes.
to approve, application number 20-20542.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 33, application number 20-20542 is approved. Calling agenda item number 34, application number 20-20620 from Sodexo America LLC. Can we have, excuse me, thank you so much. You might be on there.
He's gonna finish.
We'll see.
Thank you, Chairman and Commission. My name is Patrick Paul, General Manager for Sodexo and Authorized Agent. To my right is Justin Solasad, my Concessions Manager. There's no changes to the report. I do have one note to make on the map specifically. The community stage area, the promoters have asked us to make that a mixed area of 18 and above because they're trying to encourage people to watch their show. I informed them that I won't have time to adjust the liquor license area, that it can be a use, but they would have to increase their security for that specific area, and we won't sell in that specific area also.
But will consumption still be allowed?
Consumption would be allowed. We'll increase the security for walking through, and we have, we'll increase at each exit point, we'll increase the security, making sure there's no passing back and forth, and then we'll increase the security in the area, in the stand specifically.
You have a total of 4 bars.
3. So the VIP tent over on the Diamond Head side, concessionaire zone 1, the drink oasis in the middle, and then right behind the zone 5, behind the seating area, that's a smaller bar set up to alleviate. And that one, because of the change, will probably shift slightly more Diamond Head side instead of its location, but in that general area.
Okay. And same procedure, they're leaving their drinks before going to the restrooms.
Correct.
Or
There
dumping
no containers of any kind, water bottles or anything we won't allow outside of, to come out of our beverage area, because we won't know what's going in and out, so we don't allow anything to come out.
Very good.
Okay, motion to approve application number 20-20620.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 34, application number 20-20620 is approved.
Thank you.
We're calling agenda item number 35,
Yes, sir.
application number 19-15886 from Food Pantry Limited, a total of 26 retail licensees. Mr. Uyoka.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the Commission. Mr. Rai, Robert Uyoka on behalf of Food Pantry Limited. Present to my right, Mr. Andrew Kawano. He is the Senior Director of Finance, first name A-N-D-R-E-W, last name K-A-W-A-N-O. At this time, we have nothing to add in this committee's report.
So a motion to approve all of the listed applications under application 19-15886 would be appropriate, Commission.
Motion to approve stock transfer application number 19-15886 to include the 26 retail general licenses listed on the investigative report.
Second.
And 1 dispenser.
And 1 dispenser, sorry.
Yes, it's
Correction.
on the, like the last part of the page, yeah.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sarai, for making
Thank
that
you.
right.
Second the corrected motion.
Okay, move in second, all of those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 35, application number 19-15886 is approved with all listed applications included in the agenda.
Thank you so much.
Excuse me, stores. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I have a note over here. Are we calling agenda item number 38 out of order?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Here.
Yes?
Yeah, 35, yeah, 38.
35 and
It's a
then
related,
38?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes, here we go. Okay, this is request number 19-16471 from Food Pantry Limited.
Robert Uyoka on behalf of Food Pantry Limited. Present to my right, Mr. Andrew Kawano. He's the Senior Director of Finance.
Commissioners?
That's good.
Mhm.
Motion to approve request number 19-16471.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 38, request number 19-16471 is approved.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
37.
So where we going now, okay?
37.
37, thank you so much. I'm getting lightheaded here, going up and down this agenda. This is agenda item number 37, request number 19-16441 from Mana Lily Distillery.
Yes, thank
Gentlemen.
you.
Robert Dawson, authorized managing member, Honolulu Distillers LLC. My general manager, Kyle Breitner.
Very good. Where did you gentlemen get this name from?
Manulele?
Means flying bird.
Oh, very
It's the name of a Hawaiian sugarcane varietal that we grow.
Oh, great, great. Okay, very good. Commissioners? Before, may I just ask a question? Where is this on Cuneo Road?
It's the old Del Monte Pineapple Plantation General Store. So it's a 1959 era plantation store in
Yeah,
the
right.
village.
Okay, I got you perfect now. Just because we only have one licensee in that area, and I was wondering, where is this going to be? Okay, great.
Okay, it's good.
I know exactly where that is.
Motion to approve request number 19-16241.
Second.
It's moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 37. Request number 19-16241 is approved. Good luck.
Thank you.
39.
Inspiration. Calling agenda item number 39. Request number 20-20051 from Moku Ka'ako.
Good evening, Commissioners. Chelsea Maja appearing on behalf of the licensee, Moku Kakako LLC. To my right is Sarah Hill, the authorized agent. We would like to request a continuance for 4 weeks.
Pardon? Can you speak up a little bit,
Oh, we
please?
would like to request a 4-week continuance.
Okay. How long do you need?
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Thank you.
Okay, motion to continue agenda item number 39, request number 20-20051 for 4 weeks.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 39 is continued for 4 weeks.
Thank you, Ms. Machi.
Calling agenda item number 40, request number 20-20210 from MPK Management Company LLC.
Shifting chairs. Aloha Commissioners. Sarah Hill appearing on behalf of MPK Management LLC.
Very good. Commissioners?
Good? Okay, motion to approve request number 20-20210.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye on agenda number 40, request number 20-20210 is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Okay, calling agenda item number 41, request number 20-20541 from 7-Eleven Hawaii Inc.
Yes, Chair, due to a conflict, I'm going to have to recuse myself.
Thank you, Commissioner Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Commission members. We're appearing for the licensee, and to my right is Blake Yokotake, authorized agent and director of human resources. Last name spelled Y-O-K-O-T-A-K-E.
Okay, motion to approve request number 20-20541.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 41, request number 20-20541 is approved.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Calling agenda item number 42, request number 20-20584 from Masao Properties Incorporated. Good afternoon.
Hi, Nicholas Wong, Masao Properties, Beer Lab Point. President.
Commissioners?
Mr. Wong, this is gonna be in the center stage, yeah?
Yes.
And they refer to it as the Mauka Center Court. The same night, do you know, isn't there a conflicting, event happening the same night at the mall?
I guess it's all kind of tied together as one big event. So yeah, we're part of the bigger event.
So specifically, that other event that I'm talking about is the kids are gonna be trick or treating, and there's gonna be a kid, kid type of thing there.
Yeah, so they're cutting the center court in pretty much in half, and then there's the kid painting thing on one side, and then we have our larger seating area on the other side.
So the drawing that you submitted, you're gonna be taking the whole area, or they're gonna split that area in half?
They're gonna split that area in half. We did ask for the whole thing, just, you know, this is the first time we're actually splitting it with the stanchion, so we want to give ourselves a little leeway on how we're gonna actually format that and be able to fit their, you know, face painting and all that other stuff on the other side.
So where would point of entrance be to this, to your, you're gonna contain it like a beer garden, so to speak, right?
Yeah, with stanchion, so I mean, let's see. Do you have the map?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so, what we're looking at is we're on that 25-foot side, to have one entrance on that side, and then our normal entrance for our normal seating area, just how it normally is on the, I guess what, exhibit B side.
So your establishment is in the black.
Yep.
And then the extended premise is on the, in the red, right?
Yep.
If the whole red area is gonna be stanchion off, and you're having people enter in, like, what is it? Is it a seating area, or what are they gonna
Yeah,
have
it's a
there?
seating area.
Okay. Well, how are you getting your servers to the
Oh,
area?
how's it connected?
Yeah.
Oh, so we have to cut the railing in between, it's hard to see, but on the 15-foot side, we actually have to cut the railing. It's right by the elevator to a little portion of our
The
side
little
there.
niche,
Yeah.
over there. So you wouldn't have the patrons enter to your bar then, that would be going to the
They can go
Soho.
both sides.
Okay, cause if you go from the 25 marker side, then you're entering more on the other side of the mall, correct?
Yeah, alright.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel, you had something to
Yes,
say?
can we have supervising, licensing investigator Sato?
Supervising investigator Daniel Sato, licensee has submitted an alteration request to cut the railing. It has not been signed off yet, so it would be contingent upon the final inspection to have the both areas
Contiguous.
contiguous, correct.
So it's not cut yet, yeah?
We're set for 10/16.
Okay, so prior to this event, so to speak. Like I said, my only concern is, I mean, the mall always promotes this and the kids are trick-or-treating there, they're gonna have, I don't know, what is it, like face painting, all that other stuff, coloring books or whatever crafts. I just wanna shield the kids. I mean, I want them to, I mean, the parents have the right to go and enjoy that type of thing, and majority of them let their kids go trick-or-treat all over, but to integrate the space is what I'm kind of more interested in, how you're gonna contain doing a beer garden on one side and then kid activities on the other side. They cannot all be integrated in, you know?
Yeah, so I guess with that map, I mean, there is a whole nother half of the center court, yeah, so, but it's the 11-foot that way. It's not showing the entirety of the center court, so that's not taking the whole center court. There's another whole half that, you know, it's just too big to show.
So on this side, you're suggesting that the kid activities would be more on this side, cause this is where what Starbucks is,
Yep.
right? And then the other Hollister is here, so they would be contained here?
Yeah,
It's
so,
not-
so that even that line, I mean, there is a lot more to that side of the center court.
So you're representing that everything in the red is gonna be your responsibility then?
Yes.
It's gonna be sanctioned off, everything here, so you're not entering from here, you're entering from your establishment.
We're gonna have two entrances from both sides.
Okay, who's gonna be here then?
So we're actually doubling our staff to do this, so at least we can have visibility on both sides. So we're gonna have 2 staff stations on that side and 2 staff stations on the other side.
Okay, so you got 2 here, 2 here, and then you're gonna have tables and chairs set up here.
Yep.
And then they're gonna take orders or roam, or they gotta come up to your counter and order.
We're actually gonna put another, just call, the jockey boxes. So on that side, just for convenience, and it gives them a reason to stand on that side and have better visibility of that side.
Okay, so we're gonna make the representation that your entrance is gonna be at where you indicated the 25 marker.
Yeah.
You're also gonna have a jockey box within the area.
Yeah, we're thinking, again, this is the first time we're gonna do one of these events with the mall, so
Okay.
there's gonna be a lot of coordination between us. What we're envisioning is going by that 15-foot, That's where the jockey box would be and the entrance would be on the 25.
Okay. So anything subject to change, so on enforcement side, this is where the detail comes in, yeah, as far as where things are situated. What do you see as the seating capacity within that extended area? Or how much, you have 30?
Yeah, I mean,
And it's only for that one night for a couple hours, yeah? Okay. Let's see how it goes then. You guys are good? Okay, motion to approve request number 20-20584.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 42, request number 20-20584 is approved.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck, right? Let's move on to agenda item number 44.
We're on 46. We're at adjudications. Chair, motion for the adoption of decision and order for agenda items 46 through 55 inclusive.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. The adoption of decision and order, agenda items number 46 through 55 inclusive are approved. Now we can move into adjudications hearing.
Good evening, Joy Neely, Deputy Corporation Counsel, appearing as Liquor Commission Prosecutor for tonight's adjudication items. To my left is Akiko Reyes, Liquor Commission Auditor, for our GLS matters.
Okay, very good. Let's call agenda item number 56 in between. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm John Blatt, B-L-A-T-T. I'm the owner of In Between.
Thank you. The charges licensee failed to file with the Liquor Commission of the City and County of Honolulu on or before July 31st, 2019. A report is directed by the Commission showing the gross amount of liquor sold by the licensee during the 12 months beginning July 1, 2018 and ending June 30, 2019 in violation of Rule 381-17.54C of the Rules of the Liquor Commission of the City and County of Honolulu.
Sir, how would you like to plead?
I guess I would have to plead guilty with, hopefully with an explanation.
Motion to accept the plea.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 56, the guilty plea is accepted.
Ms. Neely?
This is a second violation. There was a previous violation in 2015. As such, I recommend a fine of $250.
Sir, any comment?
No, other than the fact that I guess I have to claim a senior moment or something. I firmly believed it was August 31st that it was due, and I then went on August 31st, which was on a weekend, to file online, which I was informed we're now able to do, but then when I went to do that, I discovered that one has to register by email first, so that wasn't going to happen on a weekend. So the following Monday, I showed up here at 7 in the morning and paid, submitted the report and paid it. So I'm guilty, and just my own spaciness and
Look for our notices, because I believe that we email or send via mail, correct? So look for the
I'm sure I
notice.
received the notice. It was just my spacing out. I have no other
Let's do
excuse.
better this time around. Motion to approve the recommended fine of $250.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 56, the recommended fine of $250 is approved.
Thank you for coming.
Calling agenda item number 57, Bacchus Waikiki.
You're okay, you can.
That would be me, John Blatt.
Oh, same, okay.
ATT. I'm the managing member of BBB LLC, doing business as Bacchus Waikiki.
Thank you.
Do you waive reading of this charge? Or would you like me to?
Yeah, it's exactly the same as the last discussed, so
How
unless you
would you
need
like
it for
to
the
plead?
record. Gotta plead guilty, same thing.
Motion to accept the plea.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 57, the guilty plea is accepted.
Ms. Neely?
This is also a second violation. There was a previous one in 2015. Again, I recommend a fine of $250.
Motion to approve the recommended fine of $250.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 57, the recommended fine of 200, excuse me, $50 is approved.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Black.
Thank you. Calling agenda item number 58, Tipsy Pink 2 Bar and Grill.
I did contact this licensee about tonight's hearing, and the licensee requested a default judgment, unable to appear.
Okay. What's your recommendation for a fine, Ms. Neely?
This is a second violation of failure to file a GLS report on time. I recommend a fine of $250.
Okay, motion to approve a default judgment in the amount of $250.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 58, default judgment in the amount of $250 will be approved. Okay, calling agenda item number 59, Angie's Market.
Lauren Haugen, Angie's Market.
Did you get that?
Lauren Haugen, is that you, sir? Yeah.
Okay, the charges: licensee failed to file with the Liquor Commission of the City and County of Honolulu on or before July 31st, 2019. A report is directed by the Commission showing the gross amount of liquor sold by the licensee during the 12 months beginning July 1, 2018 and ending June 30, 2019, in violation of Rule 381-17.54C of the Rules of the Liquor Commission of the City and County of Honolulu.
Sir, how would you like to plead? Motion to accept the plea. Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 59, the no contest plea is accepted.
No, guilty plea.
Pardon?
Guilty plea.
Oh, guilty, thank you very much. Agenda item number 59, the guilty plea is accepted.
Ms. Neely?
This is a second violation. There was a previous one in 2015. I recommend a fine of $250.
Sir, any comment? And the gross liquor sales have been submitted. Thank you. Motion to approve the recommended fine of $250.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 59, the recommended fine of $250 is approved.
Thank you, sir.
Calling agenda item number 60, Hawaii Theater Center.
Hi, good evening. Elizabeth O'Brien, authorized representative for the Hawaii Theater Center.
Licensee failed to file with the Liquor Commission of the City and County of Honolulu on or before July 31, 2019. A report is directed by the Commission showing the gross amount of liquor sold by the licensee during the 12 months beginning July 1, 2018 and ending June 30, 2019 in violation of Rule 381-17.54C of the Rules of the Liquor Commission of the City and County of Honolulu.
Ms. O'Brien, how would you like to plead?
Guilty, but with an explanation.
Motion to accept the plea.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 60, the guilty plea is accepted.
Ms. Neely?
This is a second violation. There was a previous one in 2016. I recommend a fine of $250.
Ms. O'Brien, go ahead.
So I received a call a few days after the due date that it wasn't received. After checking with my staff, I found out that the administrative staff had actually received it back with insufficient postage, and then proceeded to resend it out or to remail it. Unfortunately, they did not keep the original envelope that had the postmark date on it. So it was sent, I think, a few days after the due date was the second time that it was sent.
Okay. Going forward, you can submit online. Okay, so that might be easier for you instead of trying to figure out the postmark. Motion to approve the recommended fine of $250.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 60, the recommended fine of $250 is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Calling agenda item number 61, Mexico Restaurant.
Hello, I'm Rosalind Liu, and I'm the authorized agent for the restaurant. Thank you.
Licensee failed to file with the Liquor Commission of the City and County of Honolulu on or before July 31, 2019. A report is directed by the Commission showing the gross amount of liquor sold by the licensee during the 12 months beginning July 1, 2018 and ending June 30, 2019 in violation of Rule 381-17.54C of the Rules of the Liquor Commission of the City and County of Honolulu.
How would you like to plead?
Guilty.
Motion to accept the plea.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 61, the guilty plea is accepted.
Ms. Neely?
This is a second violation. There was a previous one in 2016. I recommend a fine of $250.
Ms. Leo? Yeah. Any explanation?
We were changing bookkeepers and the information was just not available to the new bookkeeper. She had to really dig to get the information from the old person, so we were late. We were 4 days late.
Thank you. Motion to approve the recommended fine of $250.
Second.
Been moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 61, the recommended fine of $250 is approved. For the record, can I call Miss Rosalind Liu? Miss Rosalind
that's
Liu?
me.
Oh, that's
Oh,
me.
that is you?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last name.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
I just wanted to state that you are here to testify. Signed up, right? Strawberry jelly. Calling agenda item number 62, Smith and King's Restaurant and Bar. Smith and King's Restaurant and Bar? I did say Smith and King's, right, not Smith and Weston. Are you Mr. Smith or Mr. Weston?
This licensee was served on September 24th, 2019. I tried calling them earlier this weekend, wasn't able to contact anyone. I requested default judgment.
Your recommendation?
This is a second violation for failure to file a GLS report on time. Previous one in 2016. I recommend a fine of $250.
Have they filed?
Yes.
They have, okay. Motion to approve a default judgment in the amount of $250.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 62. The recommended fine of $250 is approved.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so very good. Let's move on. So is this how we want to do it, Mr. Carl? Calling agenda items number 63 through 69. Murphy's Bar and Grill. Ms. Neely?
Yeah, could we,
Yeah.
can we call those together?
I called them
Or you
all
just-
one time
okay,
and
okay.
you ask us what you would like.
Well, licensee does want to contest a couple of them, so we've agreed to continue all of them to November 14th.
November 14th? Very good. Okay, Commissioner?
Motion to continue agenda items 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, and 69, Murphy's Bar and Grill to November 14th, 2019.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda items number 63 through 69 inclusive are continued to November 14th, 2019. And that, my friend, do we have any administrative matters?
None.
Oh, excuse me. Wait, can we go back in, reconvene
Yeah,
Yeah, we
do
can
we go in
reconvene.
executive session or do we?
for, okay. I think we need administrative matters. Can we strike that from the record? And can we request to go into administrative, executive session? Is that the proper protocol? We have something that we overlooked here that was provided to us in our packet. The letter from Mr. Murphy?
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
That's for those that was called. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
right.
Go executive, yeah.
Can we
so
do
we'll
that?
go
Are we within, everything is good?
Do we need a motion to
So,
convene?
just for so this letter pertains to agenda items number 63 to 69?
Yes.
Okay, so you actually voted to continue the matter. Would it not be more appropriate to withdraw that?
and
Well-
consider the letter and then continue?
I leave it to corp counsel.
Yeah, please,
I mean,
can you give us some
The thing is, they
direction?
voted to go into, they voted to continue 63 to 69. They want to consider an item that pertains to those matters after they've moved to continue it.
What is our direction? Withdraw the continuance and request to go into executive session
With
to?
respect to 63 to 69.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
So-
so,
Motion to withdraw.
Yeah, motion to withdraw the continuance that was approved for agenda item 63 through 69 inclusive.
and then motion to go into executive session.
Right.
Oh, second.
Second, yeah, moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda items number 63 through 69, the request to continue is, rescinded?
Withdrawn.
Withdrawn, thank you so much.
And then a motion to convene into executive session.
Second.
Should I call agenda item number 63 for the record?
Well, with respect, this pertains to 63 through 69?
Yes.
Then I would identify it.
Okay, so, calling agenda items number 63 through 69, Murphy's Bar and Grill.
A motion to convene into executive session.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item, we are now in executive session.
Sorry, last piece.
We, yeah, thank you, we're back on the record. Let's see, where did our prosecutor?
Prosecutor.
No, she's sitting over there.
Oh, okay, yeah, she can, no, stay there. Okay, so,
We're gonna call it back on.
yeah, I'm gonna, so we have nothing for agenda items.
No, you gotta call them
Yeah,
again.
I'm gonna call them again, I just wanna make sure we have the record correct, right? Okay, calling agenda items number 63 through 69 inclusive, Murphy's Bar and Grill.
Okay.
His request,
I
please.
request a continuance for these charges to November 14, 2019.
Motion to continue agenda items 63 through 69 inclusive to November 14th, 2019.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda items number 63 through 69 inclusive are continued to November 14, 2019. Administrative matters, the commission has a letter from, and I see the letter.
Yes,
A letter pertaining to agenda items number 63 through 69. We would request the administrator fully investigate this letter and report back to the commission. With that being said, do we have any other administrative? No? Adjournment.